Welcome everybody to the B.Sing Sports Bets, part of the B.Sing Sports Network. I'm your host, Jacob Krogan, and with me are my degenerate friends as always. I got Christian Gutierrez, I got Ivan Avalos, and the one, Jarrett Bear Bolton himself is back with us, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you, we are super excited today because we are talking the conference championship NFL games here on top of the DFS. And you know what? We got a little special here for the NBA watchers of the group. We're gonna do something a little special for you later. So how you doing, boys?
Doing good, doing good. Glad to be back, back in the driver's seat, hitting most of these, games, calling it Chiefs money line, represent. Sometimes you cannot go against Mahomes in the playoffs. Just can't do it.
You just can't. Honestly, you just can't. Um, I'm getting the clown hat in a few minutes. So if I disappear, that's where I'm at, and I will turn it over to Gucci to lead whatever we're talking about. But we'll kick it off with a little recap of just me and Gucci last week. Ivan was sick; he wasn't able to fill it out, and Tim was too busy deploying to Guam, so he couldn't fill it out either. And we don't blame him for it. Bolton, on the other hand, he filled it out, but he didn't fill out everything. So
I did the
we're not
important
gonna
stuff.
we're not gonna blame him or hate for him. But he did go 3 of 4 for the games he picked. The only wrong one was the Texans, which they just
It was
absolutely
close
got
at half,
smacked.
by the way. Going
It
into that
was.
half, I was incredibly confident that they were going to cover.
Yeah,
Oh
I
no,
agree.
100% at the half. I was just like, "There's no way they lose this, right?"
Yeah, that bad too. It was a 9.5 point spread, and they went into halftime down by 3. It's like, okay, they even have a shot at fucking winning this damn thing. No,
Hmm.
no, lose by
Um, Gucci,
24.
you want to give the recap? I'm gonna head upstairs real quick.
Yeah, I'll get the recap. So
Okay.
yeah, last week, like Jake was saying, it was just me and him. Um, I don't know what Jake had for his DFS score, but I had 130 points. Um, for the 4 NFL games last weekend, we both went 2-2. He got the first two right, and I got the second two right. So we tied there. I hit my lock of the week, which was Chiefs money line plus 130, free. Like Bolton was saying earlier, do not go against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs.
Can't do it.
I don't know what he had for his lock, but I can assure you it did not hit. As far as our DFS created lineup, it did cash. It did, I want to say, 157 points. So it did cash for a little bit. So if you tail that one, we're actually cashing on these group created DFSs. So if you play DFS, follow those because they've been cashing. Um, for mine and Jake's 3 team parlays or 3 leg parlays, he went, I want to say,
He went Lions -6, did not cover.
Did not.
Lions under, did not hit.
so full fade.
Bills -2.5 did also not hit. He went
Full
over
fade
3.
and you hit. I'm just saying, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, that's
So if you
a
fade Jake on every single 3 leg parlay,
The
you're
opposite.
rich. And
honestly,
then
if you fade me for most of your picks, you're probably gonna come up green, dude.
yeah.
Just saying.
And speaking of green, your boy over here, which won me the title last week, and I don't have to wear the hat. My 3 leg parlay hit, which was the Chiefs money line at plus 130, Christian McCaffrey over 92.5 rushing yards. I think he ended with like 110 ish. And then
Uh-huh.
Baker over 260.5 passing yards. He was in the 300s. So that
Yep.
easily cashed. Um, so just because of that, Jake has to wear the hat this week.
Yeah, we are the clown of the week. And if you watched our pod last week, me and Gucci had bets.
Hmm.
And if my 3-teamer hit, he was gonna send candles out. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all that. I should have just faded myself. That was without a doubt something that should have happened. But if Gucci won, I was gonna send him something. And I found something that I thought he would like. So I'm gonna share it with y'all and then I'm gonna send it to him. Give
I
me
have yet
one
to,
second.
I have yet to see or
Doesn't
know
send
what
me
this
gifts.
is. You don't hit your bets, buddy. Sorry.
What? Talking about?
So a little backstory. I was out with Tim's wife and we were doing a little thrift shopping. And I saw this and I was just like, you know what? You know who needs this? You, Gucci. And since I lost this bet, I thought it was the perfect thing to get you. And it is a framed, hand painted Texas Longhorns.
I
And I
actually really
thought it
like
was
that.
pretty dope.
I like that a lot. Thank you, Jake.
So I'm going to send that to you, buddy. That's all on you. That's for you.
He's
And
a huge UTSA fan, actually.
I'm both.
he's that Texan. He at least likes the Longhorns. He likes to brag about it. But
Yeah. We're back, by the way. We're back.
I'm kind of sad. We have no comments right now. And or what's going on with that?
Yeah, we don't
For
have
those watching, if
we
you're
don't have
watching,
Wilson
leave
in
us a
here.
comment, leave us a like, subscribe to our YouTube page at B.Sing Sports. We appreciate all the help that y'all give us. And I'm going to shotgun this beer because, as we all know, I am the clown of the week.
Oh man!
And so these are the rules that we have to abide by. Man, this looks really good. Shocking, dude.
I am the captain now.
Yeah, Nicole, I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'm not gonna shotgun. I'm just gonna chug it because I don't feel like making a mess in my room. Not gonna lie. But here we go.
Very easy to shotgun without making a mess.
I mean, it is, but I gotta take time, and I don't have anything to puncture it with currently.
All right,
So
stop
cheers.
pussyfooting it. Come
Here's
on,
to
we
being
gotta
the
get
clown of
into
the
the
week.
show. Come on, stop pussyfooting it. Come on.
That is lukewarm. Whoa, hold on. Fortified, send me that Hillary Duff video. Off the record. Jake, you gotta read these, homie.
I really gotta read them before I post them out there. I apologize to anything that can get me in trouble.
All right.
But that was not it. And I was ripping packs prior to this, so I'm a little behind the schedule. But we're gonna get into our. There you go. Appreciate it. I forget, Gucci, you got powers now, so I don't got to do it all by myself. We're gonna get into our picks of the week. And how are y'all feeling about this week?
Nervous.
Yeah, yeah.
Nervous.
I guess the best way to put it is you cannot go against Mahomes in the playoffs. Just it's just how it is. But damn, that Ravens team is really good, and Roquan Smith
so
and Patrick Queen are just absolutely monsters. So
Yep.
it's going to be a hard game, but once again, it's the Chiefs. It's you just can't go against them. Anytime Patrick Mahomes is an underdog in his career, which has only happened 11 times,
Always.
he is 9-1-1 every time that he is an underdog going into a game. And it's crazy to think that he's been in the league 7 years now, and he's only been an underdog 11 times.
Yeah.
So,
and honestly,
7 years.
The fact is, he's never missed a playoff game, and he's never been like.
He also, since he's been the starter for the Chiefs, he's always played in the AFC Championship game.
Yep.
Which is
And
another
that is
absolutely
the craziest
crazy
stat you
stat.
can think of. Like, who does that? I'll tell you. One of the most hated players in the world, Patrick Mahomes. That's who does it. And Gucci, why's that happen?
Because he's from Texas?
Oh, no, I thought you were going to say because God loves Patrick Mahomes.
God does love Patrick Mahomes. I did quote you on that last week, and I was right. So,
but we'll go over our picks, and I mean, with that, you're going to figure out who wins the Chiefs and Ravens game. That's going to be the first one. So we got the Chiefs at the Ravens. The Ravens are 4-point favorites. Over under 44.5, which I think is low.
Incredible.
So I feel like it's going to go over that, but that's not what I have picked here. So we're going to start this off with Bolton, and then we're going to go Ivan, Gucci, and me. So go ahead, Bolton. What are you thinking?
Well, I had to put this jersey on for one reason and one reason only. I try to go with the theme of the week, and once again, I own a Mahomes jersey. Mahomes is going to walk into Baltimore and go to another Super Bowl. It's just that easy. You can't go against him. He's going to find a way. right? As great as this Ravens defense is, I think he still finds a way, even with his receivers dropping balls. I think uh, Kelsey's going to have a monster game. They're going to find a way to get him the ball. Uh, I got Chiefs money line. I mean, you could even take him +4, but give me the Chiefs money line.
That's ballsy.
I like it. I like it
You
a
like
lot.
it?
Yeah, I like it a lot. I got the Chiefs +4, just a little bit of safer play. I'll take the -110 odds on that one, simply because this could come down to, um, overtime. Um, it, you know, so the +4 is a really good number. I do know it did get bumped up. The number it started open at 3 or 3.5, and now it's at 4. Um, and I don't know why they're downplaying the Chiefs like that to keep on putting them more and more as an underdog, but I do like the +4 number. At the very minimum, it's a +4, and if the Chiefs do happen to lose this game, which I don't have them losing either, they're not losing by more than a last-second field goal. So the +4 is the play for me.
You think
Plus
Justin
four?
Tucker nails a 70-yarder to win it?
He can if they. I mean, they know their home field, and they know which way to put them at the in the second half to kick with the wind. So I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Fair enough. I actually love Ivan here. I love his pick. Ivan, talk about your pick, buddy. We haven't heard your voice.
So I took Mahomes 27.5 rushing yards over. I think the Ravens front seven is gonna send some pressure on Mahomes, make him use his legs. But I never doubt Mahomes on the little running action. He gets you at least 30 to 40 rushing yards. So I'm gonna take that over for this game.
That's not bad, especially for fantasy value. No, and I'm I'm here the same. I'm with the boys here, which means honestly, you should probably fade us if we're all picking the same thing here. I got the Chiefs +4. I think it's going to be a close game. Patrick Mahomes, how can you bet against him? But at the end of the day, that's kind of what you got to do. +4. I think if anything, if the Ravens win, it is by a field goal. So that's 3, and the 4 covers that. So leave us a comment. Let us know what you think because we love input. And also just let us know what you want to bet. If you're making bets, if you're talking about it, like we want to hear about it. And we will definitely discuss it and give you our inputs on it to kind of like help you bet on it. But the next game we got is we got the Lions at the 49ers. This is America's game. And Gucci, I know you think you root for America's team, but right now we all want the Lions here.
Oh yeah.
And the Lions are they're America's team here. They are.
I wouldn't say America's team.
Mhm.
Definitely a feel good
never mind.
story.
I guess I spoke too soon, y'all. I'm
Definitely
sorry.
a feel good story, not a Cinderella story because they were the 3 seed. They did win their division easily. Um, but I think it's just the 32-year drought. MCDC coming in and turning that franchise around in a couple years. The whole golf storyline of getting drafted number 1 by the Rams, getting traded. Everyone feeling like, oh, the Lions got fleeced out of that deal because the Rams won a Super Bowl the very next season with Stafford. So it's just a whole bunch of good feel good storylines coming together, and people don't want to see the 49ers win, which I'm on board with that because I hate those fans
What?
and that team. Um,
Why?
so I
Because
wouldn't say America's team, but I would say America is rooting for them for this week. Everybody outside of California, at least.
I have somebody compared Jared Goff and this Lions team to Eli Manning when he was with the Giants. Just surround him with talent and just let him just mediocrely get you through the games.
But who does that
I thought it was
sound like
pretty.
though? That also sounds like Purdy.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
They're the identical teams. They are literally the same team,
yeah.
right? Um, the 49ers are literally going to run 11 personnel and they're going to run it down your throat and they're going to win gritty games. They're going to live off the play action, get CMC the ball. Debo is playing, so he'll get a couple of jet sweeps in there. And then it's the same thing on the other side of the ball, right? We're non-kneecaps over. If you're a Lions fan, they're out here non-kneecaps. They're going to run it down your throat. They've got Jameer Gibbs doing the same exact thing that CMC's doing, little dump off screen passes, live off the play action, get Goff out of the pocket, so he can throw it 40 yards downfield to Amon-Ra. It's just they're identical teams.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would have to give the edge a little bit to the Niners defense with
Oh yeah,
just all the studs, all the all stars, and all the Pro Bowlers, and
yeah.
yeah.
it's I think that's the hard part of beating the Niners, and I always see this with whoever Purdy is playing against for any given week. They always compare Purdy to whoever the opposing quarterback is, but nobody takes into account that the opposing quarterback has to go against the 49ers defense, so they're already at a handicap
Yeah.
because
It's just that
any
front seven because their secondary is kind of ass when you
yeah,
think about it.
outside of Ward, Ward's decent and playable, but outside of him, I mean, Hafunga's a mini Palomalu, some would say.
Yeah, but he's not really roaming in the
Mhm.
secondary. He's more of
Yeah,
a come up and act as that third
yeah,
linebacker. So like the front seven is arguably the best, if not number two to just the Ravens,
yeah.
because Dre Greenlaw and Fred Warner are arguably the best tandem other than Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith.
Yeah.
Like those dudes are just monsters flying around.
I
So
don't know what the Bears were thinking when they got rid of Roquan Smith, but
It's the Bears, man.
dumb,
It's
dumb.
the
man,
Bears.
that
That is
like
a
the
generational talent
linebacking
at middle
core for
linebacker.
the Ravens is absolutely
And
disgusting. And
everyone knew it too. Like he was early on in his career when they traded him, but everyone knew you don't trade a guy like Roquan Smith.
Generational talent.
Yeah, ridiculous. Um,
oh no,
but it's the
absolutely,
Bears
you just
franchise,
don't.
so the Bears they're definitely in the cards to trade away Justin Fields to the Falcons and select Marvin Harrison Jr. as the number one pick. So I mean,
Wait, what?
that's the type of franchise they are. There's something dumb like that.
I swear to God,
Yeah,
if they blackball the Cardinals by taking Marvin
I think that
Harrison with the number one pick, I'm going to lose my mind.
I can see it happening. That's just
mm.
because that franchise is so
If
out of
they
sorts.
if they keep Justin Fields, I could totally see them doing that just because it's the Bears. Then
There's
Eric
just too
Butler.
much value in that number one pick with the quarterbacks that are available that
Yeah.
it makes sense for them to trade down and get a absolute haul
Hmm.
of picks versus sitting there and overvaluing Marvin Harrison Jr. when they can trade down to like 5 or 6 and get, like Malik Neighbors is going to be there. Like
Hmm.
there are other really good options. I just don't see them doing that. But anyways, back to the picks, back to the Lions
Yeah,
49ers.
I was about to say, hey Ivan, if you want to pick this card up, I don't want it. It's a green LeBron James. It's totally yours. It,
It's even good.
I think he's ass.
I've
It's
never heard
kind
of
of
them.
Never heard of him.
he's kind of just
All
oh
right,
man.
Jake, lead us off. What do you got here? Lions 49ers. The
Yeah,
spread is
so
7.
it's gonna go me. Yeah, sorry y'all. We got sidetracked. I've been pulling cards, so I pulled that one and thought of Ivan real quick. But Lions at the 49ers. I got the Lions +7 here. I think it's a closer game than most think. And like Gucci said, I think the Lions and the Ravens are identical teams. I think they do the same things really well. I think what separates them is the defense. So give me the Lions +7 solely because I want to think it's a 4-point game. And I think that's what Vegas wants you to think. And if Vegas wants you to think that, honestly, I'd bet the 49ers just because fade me because my picks just do not hit recently. um, but I like the Lions here. Feel good story. And 7 points is a lot to me.
Yeah, I gotta follow suit here. I got the Lions +7. I think the 49ers are gonna win this. But I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I just think that both teams like live and die by the running game. Um, and both have pretty decent front sevens with Aiden Hutchinson coming off for the Lions. I
Yeah.
think that both teams are only gonna get the ball maybe 4 times a half, so 8 total times that they have opportunities to score. And I think like they're just going to be absolutely chewing clock. And I just do not see like one team really pulling away. And it's the freaking NFC Championship. Like like these are the two best teams in the NFC. There isn't a team that's leaps and bounds better than somebody else, and 7's just way too big of a spread.
Yeah, I agree. Fortify says, "Have you seen the NFL logo? Red and purple. Everyone knows it's going to be the Niners and the Ravens."
Hey, it could be the Niners, but like I said, +7's a lot of points there, Fortified. We
Mhm.
appreciate you watching as always, buddy. You are a fan favorite of the pod. I will say that if there was a top commentator, you are it, bud.
Ivan, what you got for this game, man?
David Montgomery, anytime touchdown. He's hit 4 of the last 5. They use him a lot in the red zone, so I don't see how this man
Oh
does
yeah.
end zone.
No, I
Easily scores this
100%
week.
agree. I agree with that. Yeah,
Said if
no,
we're
he
out there
is.
non-kneecaps in a close game and we're at the 2-yard line, David Montgomery's getting that ball.
Oh, he's getting it. He's getting it. No questions about it.
And then Goff's gonna check to a slant that gets intercepted at the end zone.
Okay, he ain't Russell Wilson. This isn't the Super Bowl against the Patriots. We ain't doing that nonsense here.
You could have just stopped at Russell Wilson.
Hey,
Judy, are you
you know what?
Judy, what do you got? You gonna
I-
follow
I'm
suit?
begging
yeah,
to
I'm-
God.
I'm following suit here with the rest of the gang. I got Lions +7 for a multitude of reasons. First reason being the Niners did not look good last week
It was
against the
wet.
Panthers.
Purdy didn't know if he wanted to use the glove, didn't want to use the glove. It was wet, and then it was raining, then it wasn't
Womp womp.
raining.
I don't care.
Womp
The Niners
womp.
did not look good.
Debo got knocked out early in the game. Like,
Yeah, and I saw a stat where it's like without Debo,
yeah,
they're
they're ass.
they're like 9-8
Yeah.
all time. So I think it was like Colin Cowherd. He was like, they're the Raiders, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Without Debo, you kind of take away their biggest weapon. But yeah, the Niners did not look good. I know it was a shitty game for both teams. The Green Bay too, but you let Green Bay hang in there. Granted, Green Bay was a better team than what everybody anticipated. But +7 is just way too big, and yeah, like Jake was saying, it's the NFC Championship. No one's getting blown out here.
Yeah, that was mean.
I
but
think this is a 3 to 6 point game at most. 6 is like pushing it, but especially with MCDC like being hyper aggressive, expect to see at least one fake punt
oh yeah,
if
it's
they're
gonna happen.
if they're down at half and the Lions are kicking. Expect an onside. Anything is on the table with
Are we
that
gonna
team.
get a successful fake punt, or are we gonna get a Damar Hamlin Make a Wish Foundation?
Not the
What
Make a
was
Wish.
that, dude? That was such a terrible decision. But you know what? Comeback player of the year, DeMar Hamlin. Like,
The only reason Damar Hamlin's going to win Comeback Player of the Year is solely because Flacco threw 3 interceptions his playoff game.
Yeah. Hot take.
no, I
think
agree with you. I agree
I
with you
think
there.
Baker deserves comeback play of the year simply
What's he
because
coming
he was
back from? Just being ass? Like what?
being on the Panthers. Being on the Panthers.
We could debate that till we're blue in the face. But so the boys choose the Chiefs +7 and the Lions +7.
+4
For
for the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, +4. I apologize. Just, ladies and gentlemen, when we all choose the same thing, I honestly think it's a safe bet to bet
we're all
against us.
losing together, boys.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm going down.
Let us know the bet slips. And Ivan, of course, has no dog in this fight because he does player props. That's what Ivan's here for. That's why we love him.
If I'm gonna choose though, I'm taking the Ravens. Sorry.
Jake
Ooh.
said everybody that's watching, if we lose this, that he's going to cover everybody's money on DraftKings. He's going to
Oh, I
reimburse
said that.
everybody.
Yeah, you
I
did.
heard it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
I heard it.
In the pre-production meeting,
Yeah.
he said that.
Oh, pre-production meeting.
Yeah. I put 100 this week down on DFS. So I guess
Oh, okay. I got you.
300.
Yeah. With that, we're going to jump into the 3-team parlays here for the boys. We're going to start off with Ivan. Go ahead. Talk about your teams.
So I have player props once again. I have Lamar Jackson 63.5 rushing yards over. Solely, I don't think the Chiefs can stop this man from running the ball. He'll run it every week. He'll run it down the Chiefs' throat. And I am a Chiefs hater this week. And I saw Stephen A. Smith take the under. So goodbye. I'm taking that over. Anyways, my second pick, I'm doing a combo here with Travis Kelce and Amon St. Brown, combining over 149 receiving yards. That spot is a little too low in my opinion. I think Kelsey's going to feast on this Ravens defense. And Amon is just Amon. He catches one deep ball, he might cover that. But for my third pick, I think Justin Tucker gets involved this game. They struggle. I'm going to take his fantasy points at 8.5 over. And like you guys were saying, there's a scenario if they have him on the game-winning kick, that might seal the deal. But see what happens. So those are my 3 locks for that.
So I got a question for you, Ivan.
What's up?
So Lamar Jackson's line is set at 63.5 rushing yards.
Mm-hmm.
How confident do you feel in his demon at 98.5 hitting?
Holy crap.
That's a shit
98
ton.
and
But
a
there is
half
something
on
you
the
got to remember
demon?
about this Steve Spagnuolo Chiefs defense is that they are going to blitz you, and they are going to try to get to Lamar. And whenever that first initial attack fails, there's going to be nobody in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
If they
nobody
do
can
not
catch
wrap up and get him on first initial rush, he is gone for 20 yards a run. I could see it happening. 63 seems low. I definitely think he hits that over. 98 though, he's going
It's
to try
tough,
to do
yeah.
everything he can. It is his playoff game. He's trying to get to the Super Bowl for the first time
Yeah.
in his
And
career.
he also, I don't know how many rushing yards he had last week, but I do know he had 150 passing yards, and they won that game. So I'm assuming, they're going to rely a lot on his legs again because once
Lamar.
again it's Lamar Jackson. Like that's just who he is.
See, and
Um,
that's the thing that I don't understand, because if the Ravens ever got behind, they lost.
Yeah.
Their 3 losses, they got behind. That's what happened. Because Lamar Jackson, in my humble opinion, I love him as a fantasy quarterback, but I do not like him as a passer. I think if you have to get him to where he's passing, that's where he's at his worst. And
I
that's
don't think
where
it's
you
his
lose.
fault though. Like he's got OBJ and Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers
Yeah.
is a rookie. Okay, he's all right. OBJ
Mark
is on
Andrews
his
been out.
last leg. I think OBJ will have a decent game, but like he doesn't have a monstrous number 1 wide receiver that he's throwing to either.
I agree with you, Fortified. Every day, buddy.
Mark Andrews is coming back though. He is being activated.
Yeah,
So.
and for some reason they have like Isaiah Likely getting more yards and more playing time than Mark
Yeah.
Andrews.
Well,
So I
no,
was like,
why wouldn't they? Because Mark Andrews is coming back from a knee injury, so I think they're going to ease him in if
Yeah.
he does play.
it's the
Honestly,
playoffs. Why would you ease anybody in?
Yeah.
It's balls to the wall.
because you still want him there. Like at the end of the day, that's who you want.
Yeah, but he's no good next week if they lose.
Mhm.
No, I'm not
You know?
saying that they won't play him. I'm just saying like they're not gonna. If they have the game in hand, they're not going to use him.
That's bold that you're going to assume that they have the game in hand against the Chiefs.
Exactly. Who has
With
never
that
lost an
defense-
AFC championship.
With that defense, I wouldn't be shocked. Like, trust me. My heart feeling here is that it's a no contest 49ers and Ravens. But me being me, I bet against that. I want the Lions and I want the Chiefs to make it a game. And so that's why I think you should bet against me, because I'm betting with my heart here. I'm not betting with my mind. My mind says Ravens or 49ers.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting
back
question.
to Ivan.
Interesting
What's
question.
your
Interesting
other
question.
lock?
Wait, what's the question?
The question is, at this time, right now, who is
Yes.
the better head coach, Andy Reid or Harbaugh?
Andy Reid. It's not even close.
Ooh.
Not even close.
Hold on. This is an interesting question. Think about it.
I would
Harbaugh's
go
got one
Andy
Super
Reid.
Bowl to Andy Reid's 2.
Yeah,
And Andy Reid's been to
I
the
would
Super
go
Bowl
Andy
5,
Reid
6
solely
times.
because of that nonsense. Solely because he has the dynasty. He has the Patrick Mahomes. He has the Super Bowls. He has everything going for him. And what's Harbaugh got? One with Flacco. What was that? 2013?
13.
Okay.
I'll answer that after the game.
To the game. Shocker. Andy Reid, winning coach. Is he not? No, he is a winning coach. He won at the Eagles, took him to the Super Bowl. As all Eagles fans know, we know how that one turned out. The Patriots patrioted, and they won by a field goal because that's kind of what they do. Who hasn't done their 3 team yet? Gucci?
Yeah.
No, Tim. He's not here. And you. I only see 2
And me.
picks from you.
Well, mine's pretty simple. Like I said, my 2 picks, Chiefs +4 and my Lions +7. And then I wanted to say the under, and I told the boys prior to the game or prior to the pod that I think it goes under. I thought that was too easy. And so I'm fading myself here. And I'm going the over on the 44.5 points for the Chiefs-Ravens game.
Yeah, nobody's really nobody's talked about their 3-leg parlays. Ivan started his, and then we immediately jumped on this Lamar train. Nobody's actually given anything except you and one pick from Ivan so far.
No,
Oh,
Ivan
wait,
gave
for
all.
real?
Ivan gave all three of his.
All three.
Oh,
Which is-
okay.
yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Well, bet. Gucci, go ahead. Give yours.
All right. So I'm gonna ride the hot train. As you know, I hit my three-legger last week, and I'm hoping to keep it going. So I got the Chiefs +4, and it's also my. I'm not gonna give it away. I kind of said it.
Ooh.
But Chiefs +4 is I think it's free to me. Bolton's got the money line, and his regular game pick. I think the +4 is a freebie. I got David Montgomery over 46.5 rushing yards. I feel like he's in the 60s by the time the third quarter ends. If the Lions are going to be in this game, they're going to rely on their 1-2 combination with Montgomery and uh, Gibbs, and Montgomery gets more of the action, sort of say. And then my last one is Mahomes over 1.5 passing touchdowns. If the Chiefs are going to win this game, or keep it damn near close,
Yeah.
Mahomes is going to Mahomes.
He's in Mahomes.
He's
He's
just going to
gonna
find a
Mahomes.
way. So I feel like those three. I'm very, very, very confident this week again in those three.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna kind of follow suit. So my 3-leg parlay is gonna be Kelsey's line for his yards right now is 62.5. I just think that if the Chiefs win this, which I do think they do, right? There's something that the Chiefs and the Ravens, right? They rely on the superstars to make plays in these big games, right? If they keep going to these Super Bowls, they keep going to these AFC championships. Beginning of the year, Kansas City looked like ass, right? In the playoffs, guess who's getting the ball now? And pretty exclusively, it's Kelsey, right? You got to rely on your superstars to make plays to keep winning these games. 62.5 yards for Kelsey seems like an easy over, so I took that. Also, OBJ, his line is 21.5 yards. That's like that's 2 catches. That's
yeah,
all.
I'm not gonna lie. I really love that. The
It's
OBJ.
weird. It's so low. He is like, other than Zay Flowers, he's the other guy on the other side of the field. He's gonna get a couple of catches.
I mean, outside the tight end, you got to think Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
Loves.
yeah. They're gonna run a lot of 12 personnel. They're gonna have both tight ends on the field, but you still have the other 2 receivers, right? If Patrick Ricard is not in the game at fullback, they have 2 receivers, right? OBJ is gonna get 21.5, and then lastly, McCaffrey anytime TD score just seems like a freebie. And then also last week, McCaffrey's over under was like 92. This week it's 85.5. If you, instead of doing McCaffrey anytime touchdown and you want to go with the over 85.5, that also seems like a lock. Their offense is revolved around McCaffrey. He's going to break a 40-yarder at some point during the game, and he's going to get 20 other carries to get the other 40. 85.5 seems really low for Christian McCaffrey that's averaging well over 100 per game. So you could do either that or the McCaffrey anytime touchdown, but those are my 3.
I like it. Also, a lot of the books have Justice Hill at 34.5 rushing yards.
I like the under on that because I think they're going to use Cook more and Gus in the red zone.
Dude, Gus Bus anytime touchdown
Gus
scores
Bus,
never let me
baby.
down, dude. I'm a big Gus Bus fan.
And as we all know, those are our 3-teamers. So those count as 3 points for if one of us hits them. And I think I've only seen 3 of them. I think Bolton, Christian, and Tim, week 1s have hit those.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to jump into our DFS lineups. But I also want to share with y'all, if you haven't subscribed, liked, or commented, we would appreciate it if you did. And once we get to 200 subscribers, if you are one of the 200 subscribers, I have a ton of baseball, football, and basketball cards. And so I'm going to me, Ryan, and Bill are going to raffle one off. And I'm going to send you a card of your favorite team. And I promise you it's not going to be something
He's lying.
Just terrible. But we'll message you. We'll figure out what your favorite team is, and I'm going to send you a card of that, of your favorite team. So please like, subscribe. We appreciate it all. We're trying to build a brand here, and that's what we're doing here. That's with the gesture hats. That's with everything that we're doing here. And we're giving you our best betting info, and that's what we do. Degenerates of the highest regard. Y'all know who we are.
Shit, I didn't realize you guys are at 189 subscribers.
Yeah,
We're
we just
almost
need
there.
11.
So tell your moms, tell your dads.
I'm pretty sure my mom is watching, actually.
Yeah,
Hi, Mom.
sometimes mine watches, and then she'll tell me later.
Hey, Miss Bolton, leave a comment.
Bro, I have to
My
just
grandma also said that she wants to learn how to bet and asked me how to do it and what to bet on. So I'm making my grandma a degenerate as well. She's gonna watch this and hopefully win some money.
Devin Booker has 29 points in the first quarter.
Excuse me.
29 in the first quarter?
I swear.
That's insane.
He went off
Devin
last
Booker's
night
that
too.
guy.
Sometimes.
Devin Booker is him, but we're going into our DFS lineup, boys. We're going into it. So those that don't know, that are new to the pod, DFS is it's essentially fantasy football, but with the teams that are playing, and it's a weekly thing. You get to pick your players. You have a money line, and each player gets a money value, and you have to create a team within that money value. You're basically a GM, and so we pick our players, and we go against each other. And right now, yeah, I dominate this. I'm not gonna lie, boys. I'm gonna pat myself on the back here. I'm 4-1-2. I haven't updated the slides on this new pod, but I beat Gucci.
What did you have last week?
Huh?
What did you have last week? You never told me.
It was like 160 something.
Okay.
I crushed it.
I'm fucking terrible at DFS. I'm gonna be honest.
DFS, if you look at our sheet, I'm either first or last.
Yeah, no,
no way around
Gucci,
it.
you
I made
either
two
fade him
separate
or you
teams. What
ride
was
with
it, like,
him.
a month ago when I was on, I made two separate teams and both of them got like fucking 90 points. I was like, this is
Oh
Yeah.
no! If you watch the pod, we flamed you for that. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Oh, I
We-
watched it. Don't worry.
We let the people watching know that you did absolutely disgusting
Dude,
here.
everything I say is logical and I still get boned somehow. It's like
Fortify wants to know how our picks turned out last week. Last week, Jake got the first two games right, which were what were they?
It
Texans
was
and
the
Ravens.
over and
Yep.
the under for the
Yep.
Texans and Packers games. I got the over
Yeah,
on
can't
the
wait.
Ravens Texans, the under on the Packers 49ers, and then I got smoked on the last two games. I chose the under on the Bucks Lions game. My fault because Baker decided to show out.
Yep.
And then the Bills Chiefs game.
let's go on and tell them who won it all.
What do you mean? There's a reason I'm wearing this Joker hat there, bud.
No. Tell them who the captain is.
Nobody anointed you the captain. You just
Yeah,
put the damn thing on.
zero people in this chat anointed you anything but
The fact that I got
bandwagon fan.
the fact that I did better than both of you.
Bolton, you really want to get into this? Who's
Did
your
you hit
who's your true team? Not the Patrick Mahomes jersey wearing you're doing right
He's
now.
bandwagoning. There it is.
There you
it
go.
is.
There you go. He's a Cardinals fan at heart, ladies and gentlemen, and we love him for it. But his mom, if she's watching, we had a great time at a Chiefs Broncos game.
Who won that?
As you don't know, if you couldn't tell by everything in my room right now, I'm a Broncos fan, and Bolton watched me get annihilated by the Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Oh no, you also got annihilated by those Bud Lights too.
Fair enough. But yeah, Fortify. The picks were 50-50. We could not
Except for
smack
me.
one.
I got 3 out of 4.
We smacked
so.
2. What are you talking about? We both
I
hit
mean,
2
we
out of
smacked
4.
2, but we were 50-50 there.
Yeah.
But I got 3 out of 4. So
Yeah, but my three teamer hit, so that's
Ooh,
arguably
he's got you there.
more impressive. More impressive.
listen to whatever I have to say fortify these guys. It's 50-50 shot.
Don't listen to him, all right? Don't listen to Bolton. All right. There's a reason why he's not the captain.
I'm that guy.
I need you all to look at me. I'm the captain now. But with that, Ivan, go over your team, buddy. You haven't talked in a minute. You're very quiet over there watching basketball.
So for the DFS lineup, I have Lamar Jackson at QB, fantasy stuffer there. It's a no-brainer. He's going to get active everywhere. And I don't want to see the Chiefs win this because obviously I'm a Raiders fan and I'm a hater. So there's that. At the running back one, I took Clyde Edwards-Helaire just because he gets some sneaky reps, and I think they were saying Pacheco's questionable. I'm sure he'll play, but
He's going to play.
Yeah, if they split some reps and get Clyde back in there, maybe he gets in the end zone, man. Who knows? But he's a sneaky little guy.
As
for
an
my
LSU fan, fucking Clyde Edwards-Helaire runs at like a 4.7. He is slow as molasses.
Yeah.
just for third downs, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Uh,
did go over easily on his reception yards or rush receiving
oh
yards
yeah.
last week. That was one of my picks for my 4-teamer.
Didn't he just get one screen for like 50 yards?
Exactly. That's all you need.
So I got Jameer Gibbs at my running back too. Like you guys were saying, he's another like McCaffrey version, active in the run game and pass game. He'll get active everywhere too. For my wide receiver one, I got Brandon Ayuk. That guy owes me some money. He definitely sold me in the Packers game. I don't know what was going on, but I think he was just running cardio. He was getting ready for this week, so I'm running back. Um, wide receiver two, I'm taking OBJ. He, I think he's built for these moments, man. Like I still remember that Rams matchup, like when he was, what was it, Super Bowl? I think he went off that game, dude.
Yeah,
And
then he tore his
there's
ACL
sneaky
again.
glimpses of him.
Yeah, and then he ruined his career is what he did.
Yeah, he was definitely going for like 150 that game.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
But I think he's going to sneak in this game, man, and they're going to use him a lot. At my wide receiver three, I got McCole Hardman. This is just a cheapie. I'm not sure what he's really going to do, but I have some faith in him to at least get active. But yeah, that's a cheap play. For my tight end one, I got Laporta. Dude's a wagon. He's a touchdown machine. He'll get you at least 80 yards this week. So having faith in him. And on my flex, of course, my USC alumni, Amon St. Brown. He was a little quiet last week, got him a touchdown, but it was a quiet touchdown. So I need that man to go for like 130 this week. I'm sorry. But for my defense, I got the Ravens, of course. Um, Chiefs are gonna sell. Sorry, man.
Ain't happening.
Bolden, what you got for your DFS this week?
So I got Purdy, and I think we all have Purdy pretty much, other than Ivan. Uh, he's one of the cheaper ones, and he's going up against the 30th ranked pass defense. So it makes sense to put him out there. I think he comes back, and as long as it's not torrential downpour like it was last week in Levi Field, I think he's going to absolutely let it loose. His little screen passes to McCaffrey that take off for an 80-yard touchdown, those still go towards his fantasy points as well. I think Purdy was the cheap option, and he also I expect a big bounce back. With that, obviously McCaffrey, you got to have him, right? He literally is. He is the MVP of the league. It'll go to Lamar, but McCaffrey deserves it. If it wasn't a quarterback award, McCaffrey would have would or should have gotten it.
I agree
Um,
100%.
so now, obviously, with McCaffrey, that cost me double what anybody else did. My RB2, got to go Gus Bus, right? If this is going to be a game on the running game, if this is going to be a game where it's going to be decided in the trenches, they're going to get down to the 2-yard line. Hopefully, Lamar doesn't say psych and fucking pull it and take off on himself. Gus Bus right through the middle. Give me a Gus Bus tutty, and then I'll be happy because he was cheap as hell. Wide receiver one, you got to go Ayuk. When you look at it, he's a monster. He's playing against a shit secondary. I expect Purdy to ball out, and we're not really like Debo is gonna play, but how much is he going to play? Or if he re-aggravates that shoulder, it's gonna rely on Ayuk. Then we kind of get a little skimpy here on some money. OBJ, I think once again OBJ is gonna have a game. Threw him in there. Justin Watson, just really hoping on a touchdown from him. That was really cheap. Kansas City pick. I don't know who's going to score. I know somebody's going to score. I know it's not going to be Kadarius Toney. Yeah, I know he's not fucking catching anything. Hopefully Watson gets one little white boy running around. Tight end, I got Kittle. I think Kittle's another one that's going to have a big game. Flex, I got Kelsey because Chiefs are going to get Kelsey the ball. And then on the defense, I went the cheapest one possible, which was the Lions, because I don't expect either team to really, score that much. So I think the Lions were the safe pick and also the cheapest.
I like it. We have a lot of similarities, actually.
Yeah.
I think everyone this week's gonna have a lot of similarities just because there's only 4 teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be a tough week for DFS. As you know,
There's going to be one dude that cost like 2K that somebody's going to have to throw in their lineup that's going to get a touchdown. That's going to be the deciding factor of winning like the whole pool or being absolutely dead last.
and I tell
That's
you
what's
who it
gonna happen.
is, and I got him.
All right.
It's the San Antonio man himself, Steel High School legend, Josh Reynolds. I think he scored last week.
Josh Reynolds isn't a bad play. I'm going to be honest.
He's how let me look at him. They have him here for $4,000, and I feel that is the perfect number for a perfect guy who's gonna get you potentially a touchdown. Because the Niners are gonna do their homework. They're gonna clamp down um, on Amon-Ra. I think Amon-Ra gets his get this game. But Josh Reynolds scored last week from the 5, I believe, and he's just a perfect little drag route across. Hey, there he is. But for my DFS, I also have Purdy. It's going to run you $6,400. I think he's the best uh, bang for your buck at $6,400.
He's also
Uh,
the cheapest, right?
Let me check for you. I think what's his name?
I'm almost positive he is because, or
Goff.
maybe Goff.
Goff.
Goff will
It's
be the
Goff.
cheapest, but
Goff 63. I almost took Goff just because Goff puts up numbers most of the time, but I don't like him against the 49ers defense.
he's going to be running for his life.
Yeah. So I want Purdy. Purdy's gonna have all the time in the world. Like last week, he had time to wipe both of his hands in the pocket and still throw a ball. So I like Purdy's potential output this week again. CMC, you got to have him, as Bolton said, $9,000, but is worth every penny.
Yeah.
My running back 2 is going to be Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs is a really good running back, really good young running back who's got tons of energy, can break loose, and isn't uh, like a one tackle type of guy. It's going to take him 2 guys. Yeah, fortified. I agree. Josh Reynolds, once upon a time, was that guy, and he kind of just fell off a little bit and got down the depth chart a little bit. But I mean, he's still really good.
There were a
Uh,
couple of dynasty leagues that I was in that I held him when he
yeah,
was still with the or with the Rams.
yeah,
I was very hopeful. He did really well. His last couple of years with the Rams, he was a
yeah.
damn good like number 2, 3 guy, like a slot guy.
Um, so running back 2's Jahmyr Gibbs. Wide receiver 1 for me is going to be Josh Reynolds. Not saying he's worth the wide receiver 1 spot, but just the first receiver I picked. I already went into that. Wide receiver 2 for me is going to be Rashee Rice. I went with him last week. It kind of bit me in the butt because they fed Kelsey so much, but I feel like he still is their best receiver on this team, and this is the guy that outside of Kelsey, Mahomes trusts the most to catch the ball, and he does get a lot of targets.
Yeah.
So if I think correctly, which I think the Ravens are going to clamp down on Kelsey, they're going to double
They're
team
gonna
him, pass
try.
him off. Yeah, they're going
Yeah.
to try.
But they
Uh,
have the best linebacking
that's
duo
what I'm saying.
like to do it.
So I'm kind of banking on a one-on-one with. I think Marlon Humphrey's out too, or he's questionable.
Yeah.
So if he's going to be matched up, if he does play, it's going to be against Rashee Rice, and I like that matchup. And Rashee Rice is $6,500, middle of the road, not too expensive, not too cheap. And then wide receiver 3, I ran out of money. Again, this is my very last pick that I had to make, but I'm going Jamison Williams. I actually really like this pick, $3,700. And I feel like he has the potential to 3, 4 catches. Maybe you get 20 yards out of him. But hey, maybe you get a touchdown out of him.
It's
Because
either 20 yards or an 80-yard touchdown. There's no
yeah,
in between.
yeah, that's what I was just about
Yeah.
to say. Like maybe you get a bomb out of him.
Yeah.
He's who's that guy? Gabe
Gabe
Davis
Davis with the
esque.
Bills. Yeah.
So I mean, $3,700. You're throwing a shot in the dark, and I don't mind taking that shot.
He also runs a
Um,
4-2 against a not very good secondary. If like I don't know why they don't just streak him every play.
yeah,
If he gets behind the secondary, just heave that bitch up and let him go run under it. Like the dude
yeah,
runs a 4-2.
hmm yeah. It's $3,700. I think that's the biggest one for me. I mean, he is a little bit down there in the depth chart, and they really don't use him, like Bolton was just saying. But I like it for the value pick. Tight end's going to be Kittle. I don't really know week in, week out who's going to be that guy for the 49ers other than CMC. for receiving. It could be Kittle, it could be um, Ayuk, it could be Debo if Debo's fully healthy. So I'm just going with Kittle. Kittle is always good for 6 catches, 50 yards. So I'll take that. And I think Kittle's $5,300. So pretty good value. And then of course Laporta. Laporta is a touchdown end zone um, catching machine for that team. So I feel like that is a really good pick. And I believe he's $5,400. So he's $100 more than Kittle, and the output is definitely there. And then I had a little bit extra money to spend, so I went with the best team available, which I never do, which me and Jake were talking about last week. I was like, I never spend money on defense, and then Jake was like, oh, the top 100 people in DFS have the best defense that week, so
Yep.
I'm going the best defense available. I'm going the 49ers, and they're $3,300. So if you have the extra money this week, spend it on the Niners. If anything, this is going to be a tight game. I don't expect the Lions to score more than 21 points. So you're bound for a couple of sacks and maybe a forced fumble. Um, so yeah, that's my team this week, and I think it's going to do well.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I love it. I love it all. And I'm just gonna run over my team real quick. I got Purdy, obviously, because it's bang for your buck there. I got Gibbs and CMC. Those are the running backs you want here because even if, I mean, you think about it, Gibbs is gonna catch the passes if the Lions go down big, and CMC is gonna get the carries if 49ers are up, and he's gonna get his touches regardless. Then, like my boy Ivan said, OBJ, I think it's his game. Zay Flowers had a bunch of catches last week. OBJ, not so much. And then Rashid Rice is my wide receiver 2 here. He is the only wide receiver that Patrick Mahomes trusts, in my honest opinion. And then I was running into money issue here. So Jameson Williams is I think he gets a touchdown. And I actually think he gets a long one. I think he beats one of the 49ers cornerbacks and gets a deep 50-yard touchdown pass. And then I got my tight ends. I got Kittle. I think he has a big game against the linebackers of the Lions. And then my flex play here, Laporta, because who doesn't love a check down against that 49ers defense? And then with my money left, I got the Ravens.
Your team looks oddly familiar.
It's the same.
Minus Reynolds and OBJ and the
the
49ers. Yeah, that checks out. We'll see who wins in the end because
gonna
I
come-
did this before you actually did it, so you copied me.
Well, to be fair, I didn't see your name on the sheet because you're all the way left because Tim's name was in the middle.
Yeah, I hit it.
Yeah, whoever hid that, appreciate you.
Yeah, it was
Tim is deployed. As anybody that knows, we are all military minus Ivan. And Tim's just not with us right now because he's doing God's work over in island country.
oh yeah, so brutal.
Oh, yeah, no, he's struggling. He's struggling so hard.
It's so
and I'm
wet
actually
up here.
kind of upset I haven't seen his comments in the comment section here. But we're about to get into our DFS lineup here, where we create our team DFS here, and somebody has already created it based off of
Yeah,
we
that was me.
generally have a bunch of if we have a bunch of the same players, we put them on the team together because that's just who we think is gonna hit big, and then we have to agree with what's gonna happen after that. And Fortified, boy, if you're still watching with us, you get to pick a receiver here, and we're gonna let you pick a receiver, and we're gonna let you know what we have left with the money. We have one receiver spot left,
Two.
but right now our
receivers.
team's looking.
Two receiver spots.
Oh, we got two receivers. That's
yeah,
it.
pick a receiver not named OBJ.
Okay. Big receiver, not named OBJ. How much money we got left?
I'm looking at it.
43.66 average per person.
So 45.
10.
Leave the receiver you like, and we'll work with whatever you got left. But right now, the team looks like we got Purdy, CMC, Gibbs, OBJ, and then at tight end of flex, we got Kittle and Laporta.
Yeah,
And
with all this money, we're gonna have to throw the Lions on our defense, just the cheapest option.
Yeah, I like the cheapest option as the
so we need
Lions
two
here.
receivers.
We got 10-5
Receivers.
left.
So Fortified, whenever you get a chance, buddy, pick away.
Which I think last week we were asking him to pick a receiver, and then after going through the whole lineup that we made, It was basically Rashid Rice, and he was like, "Yeah, just go with Rashid Rice."
So we
Which
have
wasn't a bad pick.
we have 10.5K left
For 2.
for 2 receivers. So we can get a really good one and a really shit one, or whatever you're feeling.
Oh, we're waiting. We're waiting for the boy here, Fortified. My boy Kyle. And those that don't know, Fortified is Kyle. Him and Bill do an Eagles podcast recap. If you want to watch them, it's
Scum.
on the BSN Sports Network. Please subscribe to us. But who'd he pick?
He
You
said,
nobody
"Yay."
yet.
He just said, Ye is not a receiver that we know, Fortified. I need you to pick a name, buddy.
He's just excited. Let him be excited. All right.
Yeah, I know. That's fair. Hey, give him a rundown of the receivers he can get right now.
Anybody. Everybody's available.
Yep.
Everybody is available, not named OBJ. I'm trying to think who's gonna do well.
I feel like a sneaky good pick is
Give him a
Rashad
list of
Bateman.
names, though, so he knows what to pick from.
Rashad Bateman.
I feel like that's a sneaky good pick for.
Give him a list
Okay,
of
okay.
names, ladies
got
and gentlemen.
Amon, Debo, Ayuk, Ray Rice, Zay Flowers.
Ray Rice.
Ray Rice.
Ray Rice,
Ray
yes.
Rice. That's the receiver these
Dude,
days.
he's coming in and he's whooping ass, dude. All right.
Ray
whooping
wait,
something, but
elevator
not in the
Rice.
podcast.
Jennings, Reynolds, Aguilar, Jameson Williams, Rashad Bateman, Sky Moore.
MVS, Justin Watson, Ray McLeod, maybe. That's about it.
Damn, we don't have enough for both of them.
Yeah, he's giving us nothing. Okay, let's go cheap. Let's pick the cheapest receiver we can find until he comments. What are we thinking here?
These dudes suck.
These two suck. I'm. What's Watson at?
Watson's at 3,300.
Donovan Peoples Jones.
Get out of here.
Is he not? Wait.
Yeah, he's on the Lions.
Oh shoot! The Browns did trade him. That's on me.
$3,000.
Hey, you can get Sky Moore, who's actively on IR, for $3,500.
Who's actively on it? My
It's funny.
phone almost died. Fortified, I need you to get your stuff together, bud. We love that you're on the pod, but you're not clutching these moments we put you in. Let us know in the comment section, for those that are watching, what wide receiver would you choose, please? Because we're curious and we want to do this. This is a part of the B.Sing Sports Network.
Fuck
This
it,
is
first
BSing
one to
Sports.
fuck it, first one to comment. Fucking no
Yeah, first
receiver,
one to
we're
comment.
putting it in.
All right.
Okay, that
All
does
right.
not count.
All right.
All right, Ivan.
Ivan over here. Ivan, we got the class clown.
That's Jake's spot. All right, as the jester.
You know what? Jerry Judy's right there, bud. He's right there. You know what? I love him just as much as the next person, and I think he's undervalued. I don't even know who you picked.
Is he
I
undervalued
assume,
or
Fortified?
underutilized? He's underutilized.
Hey, Fortified, since you're watching, Jared, go over the list of receivers he can pick from.
It's literally everybody except OBJ. Amon Ra, Debo, Ayuk, Ray Rice, Zay Flowers.
Ray Rice.
Go nuts. First name that comes to your mind,
Rashid,
pick
yeah.
him.
Rashid Rice. Sorry, Ray Rice.
Ray Rice himself.
I'm sorry. I've played fantasy long enough that when I see R Rice, all right, it's the first one that comes up.
You know what, Bolton? It might say more to your character that you chose somebody of Ray Rice's caliber than we
Dude,
need
I'm
to
not
know.
the. I'm,
No, he
No, we're
chose.
not
No,
Kadarius
you did
Toney.
not.
He
Is
chose-
Tony even active?
He's questionable. Let
he's
me see.
questionable. We're not. We're
You
not.
know what?
putting-
No, put Tony in there. Put Tony in there. What's that leave us with?
A lot.
Well, what if
73.
he goes
73.
like 100 yards this game?
There's no way. All right, hey, Jake, you were begging the man. All right.
No. He picked Tony. We're going Tony. Fortified.
All right.
This is all on you. And when we
I'm
hit
not
big,
losing my money and throwing Tony in there.
That sucks, buddy. All right. Gotta get the fans involved. So we got $7,300 left. So with $7,300, we can get exactly Deebo Samuel. If you don't like the Deebo pick, we can go Ayuk, and then have $400 extra to spend on somebody better.
All right, this is what I'm doing instead. We're going Ayuk and Bateman. We could do that.
And
Okay,
it's a
first of
bold
all, we're going Tony.
We could go
We're-
Tony. I'm
we're
not.
going
I'm not putting
Tony.
money
Tony
in that.
is in
Though.
there.
I'm not putting. I'm not putting that line.
Put $1
You're
on it.
putting Tony in
It
there.
is $1. You can change him last minute if he doesn't play, but if he's on the field and he's still hurt and plays like 2 snaps, we're just shit out of luck.
Bolton, you're putting Tony in there because our boy Fortified, a.k.a. Kyle himself, said it. A man of the pod, we are a man of the people.
Fucking Tony.
Yeah, you're putting Tony in there. What's that leave us with?
Enough for
73.
Ayuk or Debo. That's just.
Yep.
Or Rasheed Rice.
You know what? Hey, Kyle, this one's for you, buddy, because honestly, I don't know about my co-hosts here. They're lacking. And Ivan, this could be yours for the low cost of showing up to the house.
Hey, they told me after. That's what they said.
He has that face that just melted
If
in my mind.
Kadarius Tony can't catch a goddamn pass week 1, I don't think he's gonna do it. Fucking AFC
He had a
Championship.
scary ass smile, bro.
Yeah, he's like when they asked him, "Who's your favorite teammate?" and he's like, "Pat Mahomes." And he's just
That's creepy. And for that reason, I'm not doing it.
all right. So yeah, we're going Ayuk, and then we're getting better somewhere else.
So we went Tony and Ayuk.
I was just throwing out Ayuk out there.
I think most of us had Ayuk anyways.
Okay,
well, we
so
still have-
Brandon Ayuk. That's our team?
We have $400 to spend.
That's what I'm saying.
No, we
could
don't.
get Rashad Bateman
You want
No,
Bateman?
instead of Tony.
Where?
Instead of OBJ.
Instead of Tony.
No, I like OBJ over Bateman.
OBJ legacy game.
Legacy game, he said.
Can we get a better defense?
Can we get a
For
better tight
$400?
end?
Hey, let's see if we can get better defense with 400.
We can get the Chiefs. It's either the Chiefs or the Lions.
I
Maryland's
don't like
team.
that.
We want to see the Lions win, right?
The Lions aren't stopping them.
I don't know.
Tony's stupid cheap. I think it's because he's 1, a drop machine, and 2,
Uh,
Darius Tony.
he literally has only caught he's caught 27 passes this year.
That's a lot. For me, 27 more than me.
He's got 169 yards on the year. I think CMC literally covered total yards with that last week.
He did.
So what are we doing here, boys?
Mm-hmm.
Stop
I'm-
killing me
I'm
here.
putting
with
the white boy out there.
indecisiveness.
I'm
The
doing
people
Ayuk and
wanna
Justin
know.
Watson.
Diminishing returns. He's due. He's due. He says.
He is due. I will say that much.
He stares down the DB tomorrow.
If this ends up hitting, this is going to be the dumbest thing ever.
Hey, that's the thing about DFS. Some of it is luck.
Instead of Tony, I went Justin Watson and put in Ayuk. But that's because I want to keep my dollar. And
What's the dollar gonna do for you?
I don't know. It's sitting in my balance. You think I've actually ever deposited out of DraftKings? No.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. I think if you guys are gonna go do Tony, then we could just throw Ayuk in there.
We still have $400. That's the thing.
Fuck it. I think this is the best team though.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no one else. Tim from Guam says hi. Nice to see you, buddy. Nice to see your text show up.
What is he? 16 hours ahead? What does that put him?
Somebody-
Saturday morning?
No, he's the 8 hours ahead. Puts him at 3 a.m.
No,
No.
there's the international dateline. I'm pretty sure he's like.
Tim, what time is it over there? Just end this.
Tim, leave us a comment what time it is. Did we figure it out, boys? Or
Yeah,
what
we're
are we
leaving
doing
it
here?
as is.
It is 11 a.m. there, Saturday. I told
16,
you.
Jake, you bum.
Yeah,
So
idiot. I
4
told you
p.m.
16
Yeah.
hours ahead.
Come on, how many times you been there? Come on. You know.
Told
11.
you. I told you.
Damn.
Oh well, yep. 11 a.m. checks out actually. So, hey Tim, I got a question. Is a checkerboard Trevor Lawrence worth anything?
No.
Probably not.
Sounds like a great time.
Lasagna? Where are you eating lasagna in Guam?
Don't lie to me. You're at the Green Lizard.
He's at the Green Lizard. He's right next
Don't lie
to
to
it.
me.
My man's at Vikings at 11 a.m.
Oh man. Okay. You know what? Did we pick our teams? I'm
Yes,
sorry,
yes,
I had to step
yes.
away.
We got it. So
Okay,
the
we
final
got the
team.
team.
This is the announcement. Final team. Ready? Purdy, CMC, Jameer Gibbs, OBJ, Kadarius Grail Tony, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Laporta, and the Lions defense. Interesting. I sort of like it. I kind of don't. But we got to go with the fans say.
All 4 of them. We want to thank all 4 of you for watching.
9. Thank you very much. Okay.
Oh.
And
wow.
counting. Speaking of which, if you're watching right now, please share this for next week. Tell your moms, tell your brothers, tell your sisters, to your stepsisters, maybe your
Your
stepbrothers,
cousins.
your cousins, anybody who might be a degenerate, anyone who has any addiction of any kind, bring them on into the gambling side. It's not as bad as it seems, I promise.
It's worse.
That being said, always gamble responsibly. Like I said, on this Team DFS, we're doing $1 on it, so nothing too crazy, but just something to keep you have an edge in the game. I see we are up to 12 viewers, so thank you to each and every one of you that's here tonight. And comment who you think's going to win both championship games tonight or this Sunday. We like to see who our viewers are pulling for. So with that being said, let's go on into our NFL 6-player prop. So together we're gonna make a 6-leg player prop.
And so here's how
Easy
this is
money.
going to work, ladies and gentlemen. One of us is each going to pick a player prop that we love for the NFL, and then 2 fans are going to give us their picks. So the first 2 fans to give us their picks, that's what we're going to go with. And so we're going to go off of a little app called PP. And if you don't know what that is, I apologize, but you can probably figure it out if you're a degenerate like the rest of us. That's what we go off of.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the B.Sing Sports Bets podcast. And that was my best radio voice for the boy Tim here. So the first 2 comments to give us their player props, we will 100% add because that's how this works. And we are a fan of the people, and we put our money where our mouth is with the people.
All right. Who's going first?
Let's start it off with the player prop king himself, Ivan. What you got?
Ivan. Speaking of the man that hasn't spoken in a minute.
We kind of hijacked this pod today, so sorry.
I don't know. I really like that. I got to decide between Lamar and Mahomes rushing yards.
Lamar's sitting at like 60 and Mahomes is like 27, right?
Lamar's at 65.
Honestly, I'm going to take Mahomes, less risk there. So just because of the line set it at 27, that man can get you like 42.
Mahomes that ran a 5.040 at the combine.
Hey, so they did a sports science on him back when sports science was a thing. So yes, he does run a 4.540, but he is the fastest. Oh, that one too. He ran. He's like the fastest player in the NFL while running in a circle.
What?
He runs in a circle the fastest, and that's why he can escape the pocket so well. That's not me saying that. That's sports science. I'm just a messenger. So we're going Pat Mahomes over 27.5.
Yep.
Pat Mahomes over.
Pat Mahomes over. We're going Jameson over yards from our boy Timmy.
I don't even know what his line is.
I'm looking.
DraftKings is going to
find
look
it
at me
and
and be
you
like, "You're a
say over.
real degenerate betting on Jameson Williams."
It's at 28.5.
That has to hit. That's one catch right there. That's one catch. That's one fade route.
Yeah.
He's gonna hit it.
How often has he gotten one catch in a game?
Honestly, probably more than you think, buddy.
He averages 42.6 the last 5.
You said 28.5?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Those are our 2. Jake, what is your pick, my good sire?
Oh, leave me for last because I just want to fuck it up for the rest of the podcast.
Oh, jeez.
All right, Bolton, you're up.
I've got a bunch of goodies to pick from because these are all things that I've actually bet on. OBJ is at 21.5 yards. Kelsey's at 62. McCaffrey's at 85. Kittle's at 60. These are all things that I've actually bet on. I just got to pick one.
Your best one.
What am I most confident in? Kelsey 62.5. That's what I'm going to do.
Jordan, we love that you love golf. Me and Tim love to golf too, along with Gucci and Bolton. We love to golf as well, but we will not probably be picking golf as well.
What? I had this first, probably. Probably had this first.
Why is the bottom right corner trying to copy Tim?
Hey, Bolton, as much as I love you, buddy, Tim's mustache is
don't say it.
way better than yours.
Oh, that's mean. Yeah, that's mean.
I'm sorry. I love you. Oh, Bolton, come back.
Look what you did.
We didn't mean it. We don't mean that. Hey,
All right,
Chad,
dudes, what
lay
do you
off
got?
the mustache, okay?
Okay, so
This is
you
a
got
good mustache.
where's Kelsey?
It's not bad.
Kelsey 61.5. Okay, my app's showing 61.5.
Oh,
For
what
Kelsey.
are you on, FanDuel?
No.
No, we don't give out
Purple.
names either
The
for what we're
purple.
on, but we're on a PP app.
The purple PP. All right.
Fucking purple PP. What the fuck is that?
I call
Until
it.
somebody wants to pay us to make bets and promote them, we won't do it.
Oh,
speaking
yeah.
of which-
God forbid we say what app we're on because all fucking 12 people are going to.
13.
Okay, Bolton. You know
Free
what? I don't like your
sponsorship, all
attitude
right.
here because guess what? Eventually, we are going to get the best group of degenerates in this chat, and somebody's going to pay us to do it.
All right. Gucci,
All right.
what you got?
My pick. It is a demon on said app that I will not say. My pick is going to be a demon bet. Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown. It's rush or receiving.
I like that. I love it a lot.
It'll happen because he's going to put the team on his
That's
back.
a demon?
It's a demon.
Okay.
It should be a goblin.
Jake,
What?
what do you got?
What intern set that line? Because I
We also need one more person that's watching. Thanks, all 4 of you that are watching. If one of you guys want to make another pick, you can.
4 of you watch.
Listen,
Bolton,
I am
need
sick
you
and
to
tired
take
of
your
you.
condescending tone and kind of shove it up your ass where it came from because we don't do that here.
Yeah, leave that shit back in Denton, buddy.
Yeah, hey, leave that shit back in the fucking Northeast where you're at, bud.
What do you got, Jake?
Just give me whatever.
I don't like this.
Pacheco's over?
Give me whatever CMC's rushing yards are at. Give me the over, not the demon. Just give me the over.
It's 85.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me the over of 85.5.
All right.
Ooh,
86.
damn. Jordan over here just saying Lamar kind of annoying.
Oh, what did he do? What did old boy do? Why did he say fuck 50 for?
Damn.
Why is number 8 annoying, Jordan?
Why is he annoying?
Please tell us.
Sounds.
All right, we need
Oddly racist.
one person watching this. Lay down a player prop, and it will complete our 6-legger.
we're waiting for the people, and while we wait, once somebody comments, I will shotgun a beer because I'm a man of the people, and the rest of the degenerates have things to do.
Yeah, I gotta go booze at a garage down the road.
I don't want that one. No.
What is his yards?
Goff over yards? Oh, we're taking it, dude. It's gonna happen, dude. Your secondary's
261?
ass. 261? Oh, fuck, that's high. That
Yeah, it
sucks.
is.
At
That's
first,
bad.
it sounded good. Now it doesn't sound that good.
Oh, that sounds pretty bad.
Let me see.
Anything is your option, Jordan.
Yeah, anything you
Any
drop. There no questions or dumb
passing
questions
yards,
unless
receiving
it's Jared
yards,
Goff
rushing
over.
yards, touchdowns, receptions, fantasy score, anytime touchdowns. If I said that, how many field goals were made by each kicker, rush and receiving yards combo,
Ooh, hear
pass
me out.
attempts,
Hear me out.
sacks.
We could do Purdy under 280.
I feel like
You know what? Who gave it to us? What was it?
the Travis Kelsey injury.
We're doing
Oh,
Goff over.
Wait,
It's
did
Goff
we
over.
do golf over?
Yeah, it's 259.
You know what? I kind of like that just in case 49ers decide to fucking crush it.
does Tim actually believe that, or is he just gonna?
He's just
Roll us.
ruining these parlays for everybody.
Tim, I hope you win it so when you come back you could just shit on the boy.
I'm sorry. I'm the one with the fucking captain hat that seems to be doing way better than you guys when it comes to picking shit.
You can't.
Damn, that's
anoint yourself.
crazy. Bolton, actually, you want to talk about 2 weeks ago when you should have been the clown, but you were at work?
Damn.
What you got?
Suck.
What was it? Hey, Gucci, what was it? 1
90.
point? You got 1 total point.
You did, buddy.
1.
I'm not coming back
I'm
till you say
gonna
sorry.
chug this beer just because. I'm
Look
sorry.
what you
I'll
did.
come
You
back
hurt
to
his
you, say sorry.
feelings.
Yeah, that was aggressive. That was really aggressive. I apologize.
You know,
Jack-
Jake once he gets those alcoholic teas in him.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Ivan, do a trick. The chat
Ivan,
says.
Ivan, you gotta do a cartwheel. I'm not gonna lie because
No,
somebody I think you like very much said you had to do one. So we want to see it before we end the spot. It's gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Whip it out.
Ivan's gonna do a cartwheel,
You know,
but
whip it
we
out.
also I don't have the banner for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait.
I'll tell
You
you
want to
what.
put that one up there. Yeah, there it is.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. Hey, Jake and Ivan, listen up, and AJ, Alan Floyd, if you're listening, if you're still here, if this 6-player prop cashes next week, you boys have to do a 3-man weave on the pod. You have to do a 3-man weave.
What is a 3-man weave?
You don't know
What
what
is
a 3-man weave is in
You never
basketball?
played football?
Oh, I was talking basketball.
I was talking football.
Oh.
Jordan
It's where
said
you got three. You got 3 people, right? You got
Yeah.
3. 1, 2, 3. It's like one jumps over the other. Jumps over the other.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, barrel rolls.
Yeah, like what they used to call that. Yeah. The monkeys in a barrel kind of deal.
Monkeys
Like
in a
the
barrel,
barrel.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've always called it 3-man weave.
No, 3-man weave's basketball, Gooch.
It's both. I've done it on both.
But, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special. We do have a special part here for y'all, and I'm about to create the banner for it because I apologize. That's on me. But we are going to create a 6-man player prop for Ivan. Do you want to do it for tonight or tomorrow? The man for the NBA.
If we do it tomorrow, we have
Yes,
more
we can
options.
do it tomorrow.
Okay, we
Yeah,
got
but the Mavs are currently playing right now.
Ooh, tomorrow.
Yeah, gonna put you on the spot, buddy.
Tomorrow looks better.
Okay.
I don't know fucking shit about basketball. I'll find something.
Ooh.
Oh, immediately. Give me Celtics -6. Boom. Already did it.
No, it's player props. You mother. Oh shoot, I don't have an A in there. But hey, we got the 6-man player prop MB.
Oh, only player prop. All right. Fine.
NB, National Basketball.
The National Basketball. And that's what we're gonna do. And so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we got the NFL 6-player prop. We got the Mahomes. over 27.5 rushing. We got the Jameson Williams 28.5 over. We got the Kelsey 62.5 over receiving. We got the Lamar anytime touchdown. We got the CMC over 85.5 yards. And we got the golf brought to you by Jordan Montgomery, the wife of the podcast loving Timothy Montgomery, with the golf over 259.5. Jordan, we always appreciate you being on this pod. And now we're going to do something special with the 6-man player prop for the MB.
Hey. And if your pick sells, we're calling you out. It goes for everybody.
Woo.
Except for me. Don't call me out if Lamar doesn't score.
Whoa! Whoa!
Ooh.
Whoa, Jordan! Jordan,
Coming in with a
it's
heat.
not needed. I don't know if you know who this is, but I'll
Oh,
give you
jeez. Oh, what? Wait. I'm fucking taking strays. What the
Yeah,
hell?
yeah,
I
We
just
do
looked
not
over here. What the
appreciate the slander in this chat. Do you know who this is?
Is
I
that
don't think you
Leatherwood?
know. This is the #1 per Pro Football Focus.
Oh, yeah, because
Guard.
everybody's got to believe what PFF has to say.
Yes.
Honestly, that's what we have to do if we want to promote it. And this is Quinn motherfucker Miners here. Okay? Mr. Belly himself from the great state of Minnesota.
Why is Quinn fucking Miners?
And that's all I got to say about that.
Why do you
Quinn
have that
Miners,
jersey? Jeez.
snubbed Pro Bowler.
Jake's a big Miners fan.
Yeah.
Bitch,
Jake loves
you
Miners.
He
Mother,
loves Miners.
Can you see the back of that real quick?
mother
Can you see the
trucker.
back of that?
Can you spell that?
Jordan
Anyways,
likes the Nugs and the Suns. Bucks too.
I feel like we should do it for tonight, Ivan. Just because none of the lines are out for tomorrow.
I see him on
The other one.
the app.
Okay.
Here, I'll tell you what. This is my pick. Give me the over on whatever Tatum is. If Porzingis is day to day, give me the over on whatever Tatum is.
Talking about his points.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check.
It's like 27. Watch.
Oh, he's not listed yet.
Rip.
Why is he not listed? Well, all these other players are. Oh, he might actually. I think he's questionable.
Tatum.
Okay, so we're all going to the PP app here, which I
Hey,
hate to
They
say.
always
but
do that though. They always like, oh, they're questionable, but then they play.
Yeah, because Porzingis played last night.
Yeah.
Tim, I fully agree with you. I fully agree with you.
What'd Tim say?
That Curry should have been an all-star starter. That he also deserves the LeBron treatment for the all-star game.
Wait, why doesn't he? Because if I have to listen to another kid say Curry when he shoots a paper wad in a trash can instead of Kobe, I might slap a kid. Not
Especially
gonna lie.
today.
Yeah.
Especially today of all days.
Today of all days. Ivan, what is today?
Dude, it's the freaking anniversary of his death.
Saddest day.
Saddest day of all times.
The day I cried the most 4 years ago.
Did you actually cry?
Hell yeah.
I was sad. I
was in Vegas. I definitely wasn't crying because I was doing way
Oh, Lakers
too
play the
insane.
Warriors tomorrow. Give me the Kobe over.
the Kobe over.
The Kobe over.
Wow.
I'm gonna take the Kobe under.
Oh, give me anything D-Lo for that game.
The Spurs play tomorrow. Give me the over on Wemby points.
Terrible pick.
It's a great pick.
Give me Jabari Walker points.
Don't do
Over.
that. You only are saying that because you pulled his card.
Who?
Oh, are we talking about the Jabari Walker auto that I pulled?
Listen
The
here,
Spurs are
Jordan.
ass.
You will
How
not
are the
sit up
Spurs
here.
going to get back-to-back first picks?
Listen, Jordan, you're not gonna sit up here and disrespect the 5-time world champions. All right, the greatest team from 2000 to 2014. You hear me? All right. 3
Mavs
Hall
won
of
in there
Famers.
somewhere. Mavs won in there somewhere.
One. You got one in 2011.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't find that autographed card that I just pulled, so that's kind of awkward.
Was it 2011? I thought it was like 08.
No, 08 was either the Lakers or the Celtics.
When did LeBron make that super team in Miami?
2011.
What is that? Yeah, 10,
They
11,
lost the first
something
year.
like
Yeah.
that.
They lost the Heatles is what they're called. Lost in 2011, which was their first year together, and then went back to back. Is Wemby an all-star? He's having the best rookie season ever. I think he is voted in to be an all-star. He had like 380,000 votes by the fans. So I think that did qualify him. But I mean, we won't actually know until whenever they release the rest of the team, because just the starters haven't been released. But I think he is in. Which the whole Wemby rookie season versus Chet, it's a two-man race for rookie of the year. There's an argument that Wemby has better numbers, but on a shittier team. But Chet has more efficient numbers on the best team in the West right now. So it's like up in the air. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased. I think Wemby's definitely having the best season ever as a rookie, and adjusting well. And you got to think Wemby's also 2 years younger than
When did they start choosing
Chet.
them so we can put 30 pounds on them?
Next season. But I think Wemby's got all the right intangibles and the physicals to be the greatest, one of the I think top 15 ever. But yeah, I agree. I think Wemby deserves it just because the Spurs only have 8 wins, but they don't have those 8 wins without him. You take Chet out, and they maybe win 3 less games, maybe.
3 less games for sure.
So I agree. Sorry, Tim, I didn't see your question. I was raging at your
Damn,
point.
I didn't think Timmy was going to be a Wemby fan.
If you're not a Wemby fan, you're just a hater.
But why are you a hater? Some of us don't like aliens.
What kind of aliens?
And honestly, Tim, I agree with you there, buddy. Chet needs more minutes, even though I hate Chet.
Yeah. That's the thing about Chet. He's like in the perfect spot to thrive and like produce really well. He is having one of the most efficient rookie seasons ever, but that's because of the team he's on. He's not asked to do
CJ
really
Stroud
much.
rookie card.
Chet gets more minutes.
Is it
For
holographic?
those
Is it
that
numbered?
care, that are watching.
I don't think anybody is watching or cares.
We got
I think Tim cares a little bit. Tim cares slightly, at least.
Miller, as in the number 2 overall pick, Miller, that plays for the
Brandon Miller.
Yeah,
that boy.
He hasn't been making too much noise, but again, the Hornets suck, so that's why.
That they do. So I can agree with that and attest to that.
I like Jaime Jaquez more than I like Brandon Miller.
Wait, one of you boys were supposed to be putting in the picks here. And
The problem is they're not released yet.
Yeah, they're not released yet. So
no, our picks for today.
I already
for the NBA that we just picked.
Oh, we haven't done the NBA
for tonight's games.
They're
only
all
one actively in. They're all actively playing.
Yeah, there's only one game left, and it's the Spurs game in an hour.
Oh well.
Yeah, we're kind of
on this app,
kind of boned. Somebody didn't think this through when he made this topic.
Well, to be fair, I didn't think to include everybody here, but that's on me, and that's my fault. And thoughts on PGA and Live coming together.
Everybody that got their money through the Live absolutely fucking smacked, and those dudes are fucking ballers now.
You know what?
That is my thing. The only thing that pisses off old wives more than anything else is younger players leaving and going and making more money.
Exactly.
We are multi-sport lovers here, and the fact,
Rory.
Yeah, no, we're not going to put that one on there because you totally spelled it wrong, without an E. But it's fine. No, we love it. And Live, look, that money, the oil money, the Saudi Arabia money, it was going to win out. Let's be honest here, because money talks and players walk, and that's how this works.
Yeah.
And so they combined it, and we love them for it.
I love it. I mean, I think it creates more opportunity for more players to come through. Because before Live came around, it was just a tour, um, and it was just like super selective and super hard, which also made it very cool
Yeah,
that
yeah.
someone
Win
kept.
like a Corn Ferry
Yeah,
tournament. You had to win something to
yeah.
even
Then you get a
ride it.
card for a year or whatever. Um, but I love that Live came in, and I loved when Live was on its own because I'm all for people getting their bag, and
But it was
um,
also like just way more like low key. Like it was the
yeah,
kind of golf that like us normal people
yeah,
watching was like they had like music playing in the background as somebody's teeing off. They were
yeah,
just like, let her rip, dude. We don't give
yeah,
a shit. Like
yeah.
Tim, I gotta ask a question here. Did you watch the match? Because I did, and it was crazy how off Jokic looked. He just looked Jokic. Yeah, sorry.
Novak. You're not gonna
No.
disrespect my boy Novak Djokovic
Okay,
like that.
first of all, you know nothing of tennis, there,
Are you
Mister.
kidding me? My favorite tennis player of all time is Andre Agassi. I had his game back in 04. Don't even come at me like that, boy.
damn,
Name one more. Name one more player right now.
Serena Williams.
Oh, there you go. You got me there. You got me there. You
I
got me
see you.
there.
I see you. Jake Penn is asking Jake, "Are you a big cards guy?"
Oh, shoot. Yeah, no, honestly, if I could show you my desk right now, I have so many cards. Honestly, if you name one, I
this may be a
honestly
buddy
own
of
it.
mine asking me if I'm a Cardinals fan too. I don't know.
Oh, he might actually. That's honestly probably more realistic here.
Probably.
Bolton, you know Jake Penn?
I know a Jake Pennington.
Oh, that's probably what it is.
Anyways,
Yeah, that
Jake,
guy's a real piece of shit.
glad to have you on the pod, Jake. Thanks for
You
keeping
can't
on it.
even have a beard, dude.
Who are you talking about?
Ooh,
Probably talking about you, Jake.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, it'd be spotty as shit.
Yeah, you do. Big J.
Oh, don't take it off. Take
No,
it off.
no.
Jake, you
Oh.
are banned from selecting comments.
No, I went to go select this one and that one popped up. No.
Oh, they're talking about you, Bolton. You can't have a beard.
I can't grow a beard.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bolton cannot
You
grow
can't
a
grow a
beard. He grows
beard.
a great
Who is this?
goatee.
At least Jake fucking showed himself. At least I knew who he was.
You, Bolty, you got some fans in the chat that are against you.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I doubled the fucking audience all of a sudden.
Okay,
You're welcome.
first of all,
We
you
went
know
from
what?
8 to 10, buddy. All right, calm yourself. All right.
Yeah, you know what? That is. You know what? We're gonna cut it there, ladies and gentlemen. Clearly, my boy Ivan is just watching basketball. My boy Bolton over here is just chugging one beer at a time. Christian is a sober candle maker man himself. And
have
you
to do
want to know what, ladies and gentlemen? Quinn Miners, the Minnesota native from Duluth. We salute you.
God.
Chug
Jake
it.
loves the minors.
Yeah, dude, he loves those minors.
Do it for the minors.
Yeah.
Tim's coming.
He's 77 because he loves 7-year-olds.
We salute you. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you for tuning in to the B.Sing Sports Bets. We all hope that we gave you the best ample opportunity. But before I leave you, ladies and gentlemen,
Click on that one. Click on the bottom comment.
No, don't click on it.
I cannot stop you without saying the gambler's prayer. And so, ladies and gentlemen, please bow your heads as we pray to God and not let any other comment be shown on this podcast. Jesus, my Lord and Savior. Here we go.
Come on,
Lord,
minors,
we
lead it
come
away.
to you today as gamblers to the highest regard. Lord, I promise you that we are just the one sinners that want our parlays to hit, that we want our picks to hit, and that the good people that follow us on this podcast make as much money as they can today, Lord. And in your name, the greatest degenerates of the B.Sing Sports Bets podcast have to offer. We pray. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to us on the B.Sing Sports Podcast, part of the B.Sing Sports Network. If you have not liked, subscribed, or commented, we hope that you come and join us. And to those, once we get to 200, we will pick at random a commenter, and I will send them a sports card of their favorite team. I cannot promise that it'll be good or bad, but I will send it to you. And yeah, there we go. Thank you for coming to the B.Sing Sports Bets podcast, part of the B.Sing Sports Network, where we do a little bit of BS and we talk a whole lot of sports, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming.
See ya.